Hi YouTube family, it's Karen again. Welcome to my channel, RNY Karen in Canada. Today is my second YouTube video. I watched my first one, it's okay. Today I told you I would tell you all about the pre-op diet, the Optifast 900. Now, last time I didn't give you any stats, so a lot of people want to know different people's stats. So here they are right off the bat. My highest weight ever recorded, I guess, was 235.5. The day I started Optifast, I weighed 231 pounds. And the day of my surgery, I was 216 pounds. So that was a loss of 15 pounds for the 2 weeks on Optifast. Amazing. I've never really lost that much ever. So I am going to tell you a little bit about Optifast 900, my experience with it, and that's it, I guess. So Dr. Arts at Michael Garron Hospital, that's where I had my surgery, February 20th, 2018. She decided that I would be on Optifast for 2 weeks. Everybody is different, and the surgeon decides. The surgeon I spoke with on a telehealth, I believe that's what it's called. It was quite interesting. They explain to you what you do and why they want you for the amount of weeks. I honestly thought I would have only 1 week, but I had 2, so I did 2. You have to pay for the Optifast here in Ontario. Everything else is pretty much covered, except for one blood work that I got done. I had to pay, I think it was $10, and I can't remember what it was for, but I did have to pay that out of pocket. Here in Ontario, obviously, we do have the healthcare coverage, and so our surgery in Ontario is through the Ontario Bariatric Network, and it was covered. So 2 weeks of Optifast. First you pay for it. It's about $80 a week, and you get, it comes in, I wish I would have had at least one extra one, but you eat them all. So they come in these bags, right, because it's just powder, and you mix it in with stuff. A lot of people say it's disgusting, they hate it. I didn't mind it. I kind of liked it. I'm used to protein shakes, so it really wasn't a big deal to me. And once I learned how to add different ingredients to them and make them more flavorful, I quite enjoyed them. So let's start. When you start your Optifast, you have 4 packets a day. I have notes again because don't really remember everything. You have 4 packets a day that you have to have, and that's it. That's all you can have is those 4 packets. They come in chocolate and vanilla, and I would do 2 chocolate and 2 vanilla in a day just to keep it even. So some of the side effects of having it are constipation, diarrhea, bad breath. I don't really remember everything else that it said, but I didn't have constipation. TMI, had diarrhea for most of the time. I have irritable bowel syndrome, so I'm not sure if that plays into anything, but runs all the time. Maybe that's what helped me lose 15 pounds. I don't know. Okay, so you have 4 a day. You mix it with, you can put it in a regular blender bottle and mix it up. I thought that was gross. I couldn't do that. I invested in, it wasn't that expensive. I got it at the Factory Direct in the Ninja, and that helped tremendously. So I put like a half a thing of ice cubes. What was that, 6? I think there's a dozen in it. I put the powder in. I put 1 cup of water and blended it up. Now 99% I liked that. That was fine with me. It was cold, it was thicker, and it was great. Until I discovered something called skinny syrups. Boys and girls, go to Winners or Marshalls or HomeSense and buy these. I tried to buy them online on Amazon. Very expensive. All right, so is it going to be all backwards for you? Anyways, This is skinny syrup, Jordan's skinny syrup. This one is the English toffee. These were my two favorite. I have a whole bunch, but these are my two favorite. And this is my ultimate. Peanut butter cup. Boys and girls. Game changer. Okay, so I would add 2 tablespoons because it's all zero. There's no calories, there's no fat, there's no sodium, there's no carbs, there's no protein. I'm really not sure what the hell's in it. But guess what? It tasted fantastic, especially this peanut butter one in the chocolate. Highly recommend you do it. And highly recommend you do the ice and the cup of water and the blended olive up and the Ninja or whatever you have that really crushes it to make it feel really good. Taste really good. I used the English toffee and the vanilla. And the vanilla is okay. I drank them and they were great. I didn't mind. They say in here that you shouldn't let them sit for long. I would make 2 up in the morning prior to going to work. I would make them up at, say, 7 o'clock in the morning, both of them, and then not have my first shake until probably 10 o'clock. So I didn't eat from, until 10 o'clock in the morning. And I kept them in the fridge at work and took one out, and I loved it. It was great. Yes, I missed chewing, and I didn't go into the staff room when people were having their meals and stuff, because at first it's hard, You're not eating, and everybody else is eating. And the world revolves around food. So I did that. I had my next one at 1 o'clock. Yeah, around 1 o'clock. No, 2 o'clock. Sorry. I had my next one at 2 o'clock. So I had 10 and 2. I had them like every 4 hours. And then when I got home, I'd make 2 more up and put them in the fridge, and then I'd have them. And as the week went on, you learn different things how to do, how to make them. You can also use sugar-free sweeteners. Everything has to be sugar-free. Sugar-free sweeteners. These were just from the dollar store. Sugar-free Hawaiian Punch and Jolly Rancher. The Dasani drops and the Crystal Light. This Crystal Light, it's the coconut pineapple. I put this in the vanilla. Tasted a little bit like a drink. Need mixed with rum. Can't do that, but it would taste fantastic. I also made them in these little ice cube or popsicle things. I have no idea where I got these. I'm sorry. I looked all over to figure out where I got them. It's when the kids were young. So they make like star-shaped popsicles. So I made popsicles out of these with the Jolly Ranchers and with the Dasani drops with the water. You can also have 1 cup of broth a day. I am more of a salty person than I am a sweet person. So that 1 cup of broth was the bomb for me. I just used, where did I put it? I just used these chicken bouillon. Honestly, they're from the dollar store. But a half of one of these bouillon cubes is 11 grams of protein, friends. 11 grams. So it was fantastic. I had 1 cup of boiling water. I added a half a cup of this. It was heaven. It was freaking heaven. And then I had a shake. I also learned how to make the Premier proteins into puddings. You just add less water. And then the chocolate, I would add the skinny syrups, I have other flavors. I had a cinnamon vanilla or something. Not a big fan, but I use it. You can also, okay, so the water you can have, the flavored water, the syrups, the cup of broth, and your Opti. That's it. That is it, my friends. Some people have to do it for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Friends, that's great. I'm glad. It shrinks your liver. That's the whole deal. I always kept thinking the end result. The end result is shrinking the liver in order to help me prepare for my laparoscopic surgery. And there was nothing going to get in my way about having that surgery. It was going to happen. So if that was the case, that's what I was doing. That was what I was going to do. Oh, one more thing. Decaf coffee. Friends, I was a coffee whore, just to be honest with you, and went to decaf prior to starting Opti. I had gotten sick at one point, and I had a sinus infection and a headache, and I thought, what better way to start having a headache anyways, then just start decaf. So I did that and transitioned okay. Now during Opti, you can't have any cream or any milk in your coffee. So I did put some skinny syrups in and just some fake sugar, like Sweet and Low or Splenda or something. And that's what I did. I'd have that in the morning. So that's about it. I'm not keeping you too long. We're already over 10 minutes. My next video, I'm going to talk about the 2 weeks post-op. I'm going to talk about my hospital bag, my hospital stay, and my 2 weeks liquid diet after surgery. So if you want to watch that next video, I'd really like it. If you can also subscribe down below and press like, that's a huge thing on YouTube. I'm still learning. You know that I'm still learning. So my first one uploaded. I watched it. I saw it. I'm very proud of myself. A little pat on the back. Hopefully this one will do the same thing. Hopefully you like what I'm saying. Hopefully you'll subscribe. All right, friends. See ya.